Hello, this is a recipe that I got from a recent HelloFresh delivery. It is jerk pork with a coconut tomato rice and black beans. You enjoy it. First up, make sure you've got a nice clean area to prepare the food. Cut the pork into roughly 2 cm pieces. Get the pork and put it into a bowl ready to be marinated. Get the jerk marinade and put it into a glass with roughly 2 tablespoons of water. You want to give it a good stir so that you mix all the marinade with the water together. Get the marinade and pour it all over the pork and make sure you cover every last bit. This bit's messy, but you want to get stuck in there, put your hands in, mix it all around just to make sure that the pork is fully covered with the marinade. Once covered, put the pork in the fridge for about 2 to 24 hours. Now it's time to start on the vegetables. Next, you want to roughly cut the onion into 2 centimeters. Watch out for any tears that you might get when you're cutting it. I love garlic in absolutely everything, so you want to slice 1 clove of garlic. Next up, get the red pepper and cut away all of the seeds, and then cut the pepper into strips. Last but not least, get the tomatoes and chop them until you get roughly 16 pieces from each of the tomatoes. That's all the preparing done. Now it's time to cook. Put 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil into a saucepan. Put the hob on and start to heat up the oil. Once the oil is hot, chuck the onions in the saucepan. Now you want the onions to sweat and become a little bit translucent, but you don't want them to start cooking or get burnt. You want to keep stirring the onions because you don't want them to be burning. Add the garlic to the onions and give it a nice good stir. Next up, add the peppers to the saucepan. And finally add in the tomatoes. HelloFresh provide the chili peppers in a little pot, so get those. You want to put in roughly half of the chili flakes into the saucepan. If you like it hot, then just add more, but be warned, it is quite hot. Now you want to make sure that you give everything a good nice stir to mix it all together. And then let this cook for roughly 2 to 3 minutes. Add in 200 ml of water. Add the basmati rice that's provided by HelloFresh. Give everything another good mix just to make sure it's all blended in nicely. Get the tin of coconut milk and add that to the saucepan. Once you've added the coconut milk, make sure you give it a really good mix just so that everything is all mixed together nicely. Make sure you keep mixing everything together and then bring the pan to boil. Whilst that's starting to boil, drain the beans and wash them with some water. Pour the beans into the saucepan and stir everything together. Lower the heat and cover the saucepan with the lid. You now want to leave it on a medium heat for roughly 10 minutes. Take the saucepan off the heat and leave it for another 10 minutes, but don't take the lid off. Add a little bit of oil to a frying pan and heat that up. Once the oil is hot, you want to start adding on the pork and leave it to cook on one side before turning it over. Next up, turn the pork over so you can start cooking the other side, and then leave it to cook on both sides, turning regularly just to make sure that the pork is fully cooked throughout. Once the pork's cooked, it's just time to serve up, so put the rice mixture onto a plate and then top the rice mixture with your pork. Now that's left is for you to enjoy it, and I just want to thank HelloFresh again. They've done a great job with the recipe and the ingredients are excellent. Thank you for watching.